Now we start our today's work. First, I write the first question of part D. In our previous lecture, we have done question number 1 and question number 2 of part D. Now we start question number 3 of part D. All the students open your science saver copies, ready your copies, write date, day, unit number 2, topic is health and hygiene. Make a heading of part D. Now I start writing question number 3. Student, do your work carefully and neatly. The question number 3 is, question number 3 of part D is, what is pasteurization? The question is, what is pasteurization? Actually, pasteurization is the method in which scientists heat the milk and then cool and save milk from germs. Now I write the answer of this question. Students, in this question, we tell the methods of save the milk from germs. The question is, what is pasteurization? Now I write the answer of this question. Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur is a scientist who invented the method to save the milk from germs. Louis Pasteur invented a method. I hope after seeing the video, you understand the answer of this question. Student, write the answer of this question on your science saver copy. Write your work neatly. When you complete your work, I will check your copies. Louis Pasteur invented a method to stop milk. I hope all of you understand. Milk from causing sickness. Louis Pasteur is a scientist who invented a method to stop milk from causing sickness. In this method, the scientist first heat the milk and then cool and make it safe from germs and make it for our drinkable. In the process, of pasteurization, milk is heated. Milk is heated to 60 degree Celsius. In this process, first milk is heated to 60 degrees Celsius and then cooled quickly. And then cooled quickly. The germs get killed. The germs get killed by this process. By this process. Is it clear? Again, I revise the answer of this question. In this question, we tell the method to preserve milk from ourselves. Louis Pasteur is a scientist who invented a method to stop milk from causing sickness. In this process of pasteurization, first milk is heated to 60 degree. Heated to 60 degrees Celsius and then cooled quickly. The germs get killed by this process. When the milk goes in this process, then the germs of the milk will kill and the milk is safe and is drinkable. Is it clear? I hope all the students understand the answer of this question. Now students, come to the next question, which is question number 4. Now I read the next question. Next question, which is question number 4. Question number 4. What are non-communicable diseases? What are non-communicable diseases? The answer of this question. Now I write the answer of this question. First we tell what are non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable mean the diseases that are not spread from one person to other person. Now I write the answer of this question. Diseases which do not spread, which diseases, बीमारियां which do not spread, जो नहीं फैलती, from one person to another. Diseases which do not spread from one person to another are known as non-communicable diseases. Write the spelling of this word carefully. Diseases which do not spread from one person to another person are known as non-communicable diseases. Students, now we write the steps. Actually, what reasons these diseases are caused. I hope all the students write the answer of the first question. Now it is the first question. Students, the left part of this question I write the above. This is also the part of this question. Non-communicable diseases can occur because of several reasons. Because of several reasons. First, we write the definition of what are non-communicable diseases. These diseases are not spread from one person to another person. These are non-communicable diseases. Now we write the reasons. Actually, what is the reason these diseases can occur and spread? We write these in steps. In step 1, the first reason of this is lack of healthy food. Lack of healthy food. When we do not eat healthy foods, we eat junk foods, we do not drink milk, we drink cold drinks and other kinds of juices that are not helpful for our health. Then the second is unhealthy lifestyle. Unhealthy lifestyle. Unhealthy lifestyle means when we not make ourselves safe, we not live in peaceful and proper environment and clean environment. We should not take care of our diet, our health. So we fall in communicable diseases. The third is allergy. Allergy. Next, the number 4 point is birth related diseases. Again, I revise the answer of this question. Although the answer of this question is long, but it's very easy. It's not difficult. The question is, what are non-communicable diseases? Diseases which do not spread from one person to another are known as non-communicable diseases. The diseases which spread from one person, we do not spread from one person to another, are non-communicable diseases. These diseases are not separate from one to another as we look around us. Today's coronavirus is separate from one person to other persons. This is a communicable diseases. Q, because this disease separate from one person to another. But the diseases which are not separate from one person to another person is known as non-communicable diseases. But there are some reasons to occur this disease. The first is lack of healthy food. If we do not eat healthy foods, we do not take balanced diets, we feel weakness and we cause this disease. The second is unhealthy lifestyle. The third is allergy. And number fourth reason is birth-related diseases. All these reasons are caused by non-communicable diseases. Is it clear? I hope all the students understand. And also note down the answer of this question. Now I raise the board and write the next question. I hope all the students note down this question. Now come to the next question. The next question is, which is question number 5. What are the effects of vitamin D deficiency? What are the effects of vitamin D deficiency? And how can it be prevented? And how can it be prevented? Students, in this question, we tell the effects of vitamin D deficiency, and also we tell that how we save us from this disease. The deficiency of vitamin D can cause disease like rickets. After writing the answer of this question, I will share a pic with you that show how a child suffering from rickets. Okay, student. First, I write the answer of this question. The deficiency of vitamin D can cause disease like rickets. In this disease, bones become thin and brittle. How we can, the first part of this question is write the name of disease which can cause due to the deficiency of vitamin D. Now I write how can it be prevented? How we can save ourselves from this disease? It can be prevented. It can be prevented by using fish liver oil. fish liver oil, fish liver oil, egg, milk, and milk products. Milk products. We can save ourselves from this disease by using fish liver oil. If we use the oil which get from fish liver, we use eggs, milks and milk products in our diet. So we save ourselves from this disease. Is it clear? Because all these things are rich in vitamin D. Now I write the diary and I share a peek that in this peaks, you see that how a child suffering from rickets. First I write the diary. Lesson number 2, part D. Question number 3 plus 4 plus 5. Save a client. Now I share a peek with you, students. Yes, students, open your book. Look at this diagram on page number 16. Look at this diagram. On page number 16, in this diagram, you see that the bones of this child is necklace bones and curved bones. Their bones are curved and their joints and board and legs have been bowed. Their bones are not in proper shapes. These child are suffering from rickets. Okay. I hope all the students understand and also write the diary.